I don't know how it was in other pastimes, but certainly in ours, we are continually being asked to give a reason for our faith. Why are we Catholics? Why? Why are being asked from outside and from within? That is to say, those who don't have faith, sometimes in their own homes, harassing you, sometimes even, I don't say physically, but verbally, with a certain aggressiveness. Also from within the church, you can feel harassed, also aggressively. They accuse you of being retrograde, conservative, cadaver, antiquated, old-fashioned, of not being up-to-date, and other things. That is why we must continually give reason of our faith. Why am I a Catholic? Why do I want to be faithful to Jesus Christ? And this external harassment, very close at times. This harassment also gets to us. We are not immune to what surrounded us and to the claim of religion's practice, to the widespread disbelief, to mass apostasy. We do ask ourselves the question, why am I a Catholic? We have to give answer, and we ask ourselves, why am I Catholic? Why do I still go to Mass? Why do I still defend Jesus' teaching against the vast majority? Why? Today, we find an answer in the Gospel. First, the text begins by saying that the people marvel at the teachings. Normally, they marvel at the miracles, in this case at the teachings. But at least there was a sector of the people who listened to Jesus, felt admired, and said that these teachings was of a prophet. They still did not believe of his divinity, but they had no doubt that it was a teaching that came from God. The teaching, later, the temple ward themselves, when they questioned, accused of negligence by the priests and Pharisees, respond by saying, no one has ever spoke like this. No one has ever spoke like this. No one has never taught like this. They say it with admiration. They don't say it as if they were denouncing a heresy. Why am I a Catholic? Why do I follow Jesus? Because Jesus is my rock. No one else, but Jesus is my rock. And why? First, no one has ever taught like this. No one has ever spoke like this. Christ's teachings attract me. His teachings. Even that teachings that provokes me or that makes me uncomfortable, that corrects me. Even that teaching which goes against the world and which makes my life more uncomfortable, because although the consequences will be terrible, nevertheless, at first, doing what the body asks of you may seem like a liberation. It is opposite, but at the first sight, like liberation. Jesus' teachings attracts me. I'm not with Jesus in spite of his teachings. I am with Jesus because of his teachings. But he has not only taught. It can be said that no one has ever taught like this. But you can also say that no one ever has ever loved like that. No one has ever loved like that. How did he treat the woman, the adulteress? How did he treat the suffering, those who needed his miracles? Although sometimes they return evil for good. How he wept with his friend Lazarus' death. How he had compassion of those who were like sheep without a shepherd. No one has ever loved like that. How he went to the cross, to that extreme. No one has ever loved like that. And then, no one has ever forgiven like that. not only on the cross, but also on the cross. Because the cross was the culmination of His forgiveness, that forgive them, for they don't know what they do. To become the defense attorney of His martyrs is not normal. It is no longer normal to change the law of the relation for love your enemy, but it was even less normal, according to human criteria, to become the one who defends those who are killing him. Why am I Christian? Why am I a Catholic? Why do I follow Jesus? Because I tried, sinner as I am, do what He asked me. Because I defend Him before the world and before those who have strife within the church. Because no one has taught as He did. Because no one has loved as He had loved. And because no one has forgiven as He has. So, when there are scandals, disappointments, things that go wrong within the church, well, it is not that I'm indifferent to it. On the contrary, it makes me suffer. But have Jesus disappointed in me? Have I been scandalized by Jesus? No one has ever taught like Him. No one has ever loved like Him. No one has forgiven like Him. That is why I'm Catholic. And we have to say it to ourselves, and have to say it to others. I am Catholic because Christ has never let me down, nor will ever let me down. Amen.